There are a ton of mecha games out there, but there's only one: Metal Wolf Chaos. And today we're going to be taking a detailed look at the gameplay, mechanics, and more. So strap in, we have a lot to cover. Developed back in 2004, Metal Wolf Chaos was made to help improve the sales of the original Xbox in Japan. The creators Fromsoftware were already well versed in the mecha genre. Their ongoing Armored Core series also featured mech combat and very in-depth customization, fairly extensive lore, and its own economy system. Wait, what do you mean I have to pay for every bullet I fire? So one would expect their new game to be somewhat similar, right? Well...
Yeah! Suck on my missile punch!
Yeah, Metal Wolf is kind of its own beast. Clearly the story is a bit less serious this time around. Early in the 21st century, you, the 47th President of the United States, need to save your country from your rogue Vice President. He's taking over the military and spreading fake news, so you need to put a stop to it. And how do you do this? You grab your mech suit and load it up with guns. Lots of guns. Compared to Armored Core, just about every aspect of gameplay is different. Combat is almost entirely focused around guns. You can bring up to 8 guns with you and you store them in your backpack. You can fire up to 2 guns at once, and your backpack is split into 2 separate sides, so if you want to dual wield a specific gun, you'll need 2 of that gun, 1 in each side. With all that firepower and no need to worry about paying for bullets or repairs, this may seem like it would devolve into a mindless shooting gallery. And to be honest, that's kind of what the first 2 levels felt like. Lots of stationary or slow-moving targets, and tons of damaged spongy towers. Not really the over-the-top mecha experience the trailers have portrayed. But enjoy the quiet while you can, because the third stage changed everything. You have a time limit, you'll be swarmed by enemies, there are missiles and mines to worry about, and by then you'll have enough funds to start buying and upgrading weapons. It really starts feeling like an entirely different game. Additionally, each stage has a dramatically different design and feel. This really helps make the levels not feel too repetitive, even if many of the main objectives are very similar. Most stages simply have you explore a map and destroy some installation, but there are also some dedicated boss stages too. They're much shorter, but still designed well and tons of fun. If you've been wondering what this weird box is for, well, it displays your health, boost, and blaze charge. In this game, you have a hybrid regenerating health system. Think of each box or cell as one full health bar. Once the health bar decreases all the way, it's gone or broken. However, if you don't take damage for a short time, partially damaged cells will regenerate, but only that single cell. You'll need to find health pickups to repair fully broken cells. But even with this regeneration, some big attacks can chew through multiple cells at once, so you'll still want to avoid being shot. The boost gauge on the left is used alongside ammo for energy weapons such as the railgun, but it's mostly used for dashing. You can blow away small targets or obstructions with ease, and you can even dash in the air. You can overcharge your boost if needed, but it will start to drain away your health. And finally, the blaze meter. Fill this up and you'll be able to unleash your super blaze attack.
How do you like me now?
Now, even when compared to the original Armored Core, Metal Wolf's upgrades and customization are very limited. In those games, you could upgrade just about every aspect of your mech, but in this game it's more about gun upgrades. But you will have a large variety of guns to pick from, anything from revolvers and shotguns to sniper rifles and railguns. You'll need to put research points into a specific gun class in order to unlock the new models. Once unlocked, you'll be able to craft the gun using funds and materials. You'll be able to choose from variants of older guns to new models. And the upgrades are not always linear. You'll have multiple things to consider. For example, trading off damage for shot count, or maybe you want better range or even reload speed, or perhaps even a gun with a unique attribute. There's just so much to consider. If you ever find you're low on resources, you may want to replay some old levels to try to find some secrets you may have missed. When exploring these maps, you'll find things like ammo and health, but also materials and funds. And even some permanent unlockables such as guns and energy pods. Collect 5 pods to permanently boost all of your stats. You'll also be able to rescue POWs. They can provide a boost to your economy for that level, or even unlock music tracks. There are many other types of hidden unlockables, and even a hard mode after you beat the game, and New Game Plus. Now you've likely noticed this game does look pretty old. All the models are fairly low poly, all the textures are low res, and the animations are pretty simple. That's because this is pretty much just a straight port of the Xbox code, not a remaster or a remake. That also means there's some fairly antiquated design decisions. For example, there's no checkpoints or saving mid-mission. If you say fall off the map or lose to a boss, then you have to start the entire mission over again. Also, there's no floating objective markers or a compass on the HUD or anything like that, just this fairly hard to read minimap. They don't explain much of the game's systems or controls mid-game, and the game's locked at 30 FPS. This is all stuff that was fairly common back in 2004, but I understand for some people some of these may be deal breakers. Although I am also aware that a lot of people do prefer this more hands-off approach. They really kept the feel of a mid-2000s game with this release, but gave us some nice small improvements such as 16:9 support, high resolutions, and better texture filtering, also improved controls. But it's still some things that need to be fixed. For one, some objects don't seem to cast proper shadows. Also, a few maps seem to have problems with cutscene audio.
Jody, what is that daunting thing?
The Alcatraz cannon.
And a PC version could really use some more settings. The visual settings are pretty sparse, and playing with mouse on PC forces some kind of weird aim acceleration, and there's no way to disable it. Playing in controller feels fine, however you can't remap the buttons like you could with a keyboard. You can only use one of the presets. Overall, I had a lot of fun with this game, and it's amazing that after 15 long years, we're finally able to play this in the US. It's a shame there are some glaring issues with this version, but it's possible they'll be addressed in the Day 1 patch, so keep an eye on the Steam page for news if you're on the fence. I'd really love to see a sequel to this game, with extra content, 60 FPS support and more, or even just a new Armored Core game. It's been a while since we've seen one of those. But for now, if you're in the mood for a crazy gun-filled mech game and don't mind the issues in the older design style, then you may really enjoy this game. And that's it. If you want to pick one up for yourself, it's available on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I'll have links in the description. Special thanks to Devolver Digital for supplying this game code so I can have this video out on time. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.